me up at night is the fact that tomorrow I move in with 5 random men I've never met in a brand new city. I know what you might be thinking, why the hell are you moving in with 5 random guys? You're a 20-year-old girl. Some may look at it like I'm fishing, but I'm not. It was simply the cheapest rent and the most available to where I'm working. Am I scared? Yes. I try and back out of it multiple times, but my dad said, no, I need to stick to what I committed to. Yes. Here's the thing. Life is about cultivating experiences. It's about pushing yourself. It's about trying new things. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm facing what I'm scared of head on, and I'm fully becoming incredibly vulnerable. So easy to spend our whole lives staying in this safe space, sticking to what we know. But as I say, life is cultivated of experiences, so we have to get out there and go do new things. Look, if I can go move in with 5 random guys I've never met, you can do the hard thing too. You can show up to that workout class alone. You can go out to dinner alone. The biggest fear in life is to say that I've lived a boring life. And this definitely is not going to be boring. If I can go out into the world and do what I'm afraid of, you can too.
I'm looking at the background and, I'm thinking about the land. Anything else, I'm not even thinking about this girl. I'm thinking about the land. Did you see that land? The land, the huge space and vast of land. And I'm sure that's her parents' house. That's where she grew up. Huge space of green. Huge space of land. And I'm thinking, these people were literally refugees. Your ancestors, they were refugees from European countries that came to America to become economically dependent. And don't tell me about hard work. Don't tell me about that crap. Okay? The system does not care how hard you work as a white person, unfortunately. Okay? That is why you live in that vast land today, where an economic refugee that cannot afford to live in Europe anymore, and you went to America where you can become systemically okay. But regardless of your race, you'll be okay. And you blame me for wanting my ancestral land when I'm looking at that vast land. I don't even care about the man that you're going to live with. That's on you. That's a choice. You're choosing to live with those white men. You chose because it has a way of contributing to you somehow. Because you never do anything spontaneously for fun. And even if you did do them for fun, there's an alternative fun. Because it's going to be beneficial to you. You never just do things just like that. Back to the land. The land. Did you see how beautiful it is? The land captured my eyes. And if you didn't and you were busy listening to her, please go back, watch the video, and look at that land. And look at how nicely that house is built. Amazingly beautiful. I want the land too. You couldn't convince me anything, but the land is what I want. Land is wealth. Don't let anyone convince you any other way. But I'm going to stay to the comments of the other people who are addressing her, because I'm not going to address that. Sorry. I'm not going to address it because it's what she wants, and what she wants won't influence me into doing what I want. If I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to. If I don't want to do the hard labor, I just do not want to. And sometimes it's not because I'm lazy, it's just I'm just tired of the system. I just want money. I just don't want to work. If I can get paid to sleep, I would just take that job, because I really don't give a damn.
All right, here's the reason why I chose to move in with 5 random guys I had never met. Is it unconventional? Absolutely. Here's the thing. Get this internship, right? And then my mom was like, you need to find rent. That just seemed like a lot. No, I was at school. I was like, I just don't want to do that. I'm going to push that one off. I don't want to do it. That seemed very serious. So this is where it gets complicated. Bear with me. My twin sister, her boyfriend's older brother, owns a house in Cincy. Pretty much she was like, hey, you could sublease his room. I was like, I'm just not gonna go move into some random dude's room in this random house. I'm not gonna do that. Then a few weeks went by, she kept bringing it up. Then I looked it up and I was like, wait, it's on campus and it's 10 minutes away from my work. And I figured out that it was for cheap. dirt cheap. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Life is short. Why not become Jess from New Girl? Literally, New Girl is my favorite show. I think I've watched it like 6 times through. I wanted to live that fantasy. Like, I wanted that life. Was I nervous? Absolutely. I didn't know any of them moving in. I wasn't going to ask their names. And then all my friends were like, Amelia, you have to figure out who they are. I was like, okay, fine. Literally, I could only find them on LinkedIn. Did look one of them up on True Crime. He's the one I haven't met yet. Anyways, but that's the reason why I moved in with 5 random men. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. I'm literally thriving. Love it here. Life is good. Be honest, would you go move in with 5 random guys? What's keeping me up at night is the fact that tomorrow I move in with 5 random men I've never met in a brand new city. I know you might be thinking, why the hell are you moving in with 5 random guys? You're a 20-year-old girl. Some may look at it like I'm fishing, but I'm not. It was simply the cheapest rent and the most available to where...
You have over 100,000 followers. You could have simply made a post saying, hey, I'm moving to a brand new state, or I'm moving to a brand new city. Are there any ladies that want to get an apartment together? Your comment section would have had a lot of women saying, oh, hey, girl, like, let's get an apartment together. Or I already live here. You can move in with me. You could have lived with 3 girls, 4 girls, 5 girls. But you purposely chose to live with 5 random men. You purposely chose, as a 20-year-old girl, to live with 5 random men. Like, that was the smartest decision. You think that's the smartest decision to make? So what's the purpose of you having a following for if you're not even going to utilize your following? You know how many women would have been like, oh yeah, we can all live together? But you don't want to live with women. You want to live with 5 random men. I think this is a lie. Even if you make videos about living with 5 random men, you know those men. You know them. You know who they are. You either know them from school or their family, or you know them from when you grew up. You're not going to live with 5 random men. Absolutely not. This is for content purposes only, because it's clickbait. You're doing what women would never do, because they make smart decisions. This is not a smart decision, and you know it's not. But you know it's content, and you know it's going to drive views, and you know it's going to drive reposts and comments, and you're going to make money off of it. This is literally part of marketing. If you do move to live with 5 random men, you know them to some extent. They are not just 5 random men. They literally are not. Because if they are, we're going to need you to document how they act around you. Go ahead, make a video about you sleep and you have 5 random men outside your bedroom door. But that video is not going to get made. You're not going to make content about how those 5 random men are acting around you or treating you. You're not going to, set up a camera in your room and leave your door unlocked. Like, these are things you're not going to do. So I don't believe for 1 second that you're just going to purposely move with 5 random men and you don't know them at all. And then you're going to disregard the fact that you could have made a simple post and moved in with a bunch of other ladies. Like, I don't believe everything I see on social media, because I know that y'all be lying. I know y'all be lying. No woman in her right mind is going to move with 5 random men. So let's just. This video was so unbelievable. And then you're saying it's the closest location with the cheapest rent. You didn't even look. Like, that's another lie. Because no matter how expensive the city or state is, you could have easily lived with 4 or 5 other young ladies in another location that was still close to the job that you was about to work. So I know for a fact that you didn't even take time to look. Like, if it's true, you really didn't take time to look. But I don't believe this for 1 second. I think it's all for content. Yeah, I just think it's a lie. And then I just went back and went through all 22 parts of moving in with 5 random men I never met. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's too nice. It's too positive, right? You needed a folder on your social media account that's going to drive and push views. I went through every single video of moving in with 5 random men I never met. The men it's a lie. Even the one that was giving you a tour, it was way too friendly. It was way too nurturing. It was way too supportive. It's you know how to make content. I give you that. I give you that, but I didn't believe it when I first saw the video. I made this video and then went back and watched the videos of moving in with 5 random men, and then I realized that my answer is still facts. It's just for content. It's basically you making a clickbait video that's driving views. This whole journey of follow me on my journey of moving in with 5 random men, you needed a staple to start building a brand, and that's what you did. So congratulations though, because you're definitely smart. You definitely know how to push narratives to get views. So it worked.